It's the stress of that phone. That's what it is. It's the stress of the phone. The White House. Anita, call me. You can call me, Anita, at any time. At any time. We want to have a dialogue. We would like to. Now, I understand you may not want to be on my program because I tend to be a little opinionated, but that's what opinion shows do. Call me. I don't think the White House actually wants a dialogue. They want to smear, isolate, and destroy. They've been doing it since 1965. And they can do this now while the president looks good. And he can say, I had nothing to do with it. See, it goes to my theory, the 6 degrees of Barack Obama. And here's how it works. This is my theory. You can call, correct it. If the President of the United States, Barack Obama, said to you, you know who I really love? Chairman Mao. We'd say, okay, that's not really good. He shouldn't like Chairman Mao. Okay, so let's move Chairman Mao over a bit. How about if he softens it a little? Okay, well, I really like Hugo Chavez. Still not really good for most Americans. But then, if you say, I just like Van Jones. Well, most people don't even know who Van Jones was. You know, they didn't know who he was until, uh-oh, along came a spider and washed the spider out, or rain, or what? White House, you can call and correct me on that. Until we started talking about Van Jones, everybody was fine with that. But now, you know, ooh, he likes Mao and Chavez. That's not good. So the president has to distance himself. But they don't really get rid of him. What they do is they send him over to John Podesta's place, the Center for American Progress. Now, John, until America really understands this is George Soros, they still are like, okay, well, I'm more comfortable with him than him. Well, I want you to know, he's not actually working for John. He's just renting an office from there. So what they've done is, anybody who's not comfortable with that, they'll just say, no, no. How about Valerie Jarrett? She's got a nice face. Don't you like her? She looks like she's smiling and happy. You forget, Chairman Mao is at the other end. This is how it works. They keep separating him and finding somebody that you will tolerate to put next to him. But this really is the way I think he wanted it, because that's the way they designed it. Oh, forget about these people over here. No, this is much better. Nothing's changed except the image. And that's what's happening now with government-run health care. But putting these things together just doesn't work. For instance, the president, okay, wants government-run health care. That's not me saying that. That's the president. Can we please play the audio of the president before they call on the hotline? Let's make sure we have our facts right. Does he want it?
I happen to be a proponent of a single-payer universal health care plan. A single-payer health care plan. Universal health care plan. That's what I'd like to see.
That's what he'd like to see. Government-run, single-payer government, single-payer health care plan. That's what he'd like to do. But you don't really want that. So what do? Well, the president, remember, has got to be appearing like he stands with you. And boy, you don't like that? Well, neither do I. So he puts a working man in between. Let's put the working man here. Uh-oh, it's SEIU. SEIU, they want it, but you and the president, no, you're on the same team. But here's a little middleman. Well, when you start to figure out who SEIU is and what they want, you're not really comfortable. So that's why well, I believe that it's, where's my little picture of John Podesta, because I think he's involved in this one here. Health Care for America Now. Well, that sounds good. I'm for America now, and I'm for health care in America right now. Aren't you? Why are you such a hater if you're not for health care for America now? Well, when you find out who Health Care for America Now is and who they're all associated with, because see, there's actually SEIU and the Center for Community Change, and ACORN, and the Gamma Meal Foundation. Hey, you're kind of like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not. So what does the president do? He pushes all this over just a little bit more. gives you doctors. Look at, they're in the white coats and everything, and therefore, look at that image. Your president with your doctor. How can this be bad? This isn't government-run health care. This is your doctor. Till you find out those doctors are from Health Care for America Now. Oh, it's image. That's all this is. Obey the image. No, please, America, don't obey the image. Pay attention to what's really going on. The health care plan supposedly will cost over 10 years, $829 billion. Wow, that's expensive. I mean, aren't we out of money? Where did I put my American checkbook? I know it's free and everything, but how do we pay for that? Well, the extra taxes have to come from somewhere. Well, the president knows he can't tax you. That would be crazy. Taxing you? No, you wouldn't like that. So let's go after the employers. That's not enough separation because you're smart enough to know you work for one of these guys. Not enough. So the tax has to get shifted one more step. Oh, who doesn't hate those insurers? It's called a Cadillac tax, which almost everyone is opposed to, according to a senior health policy manager at the Chamber of Commerce. Quote, employers will have to reduce the wages or the benefits or increase the cost sharing. Employees will blame that on the employers and not the government. See, it's all about image. I like to call it white coat gate. Work on that. Maybe you can call me if you don't like that. The president you want, a president that's actually listening to you and your doctors. Get the input on what's best for the plan, but he's not. Because his doctors that he's listening to are down with these people. So what does he do? He goes and talks to doctors from these progressive activist groups, and John Podesta. See, forget about having an honest debate. Forget about debating health care on the merits of private versus government health care. That ship has sailed. Hillary Clinton already proved that's a losing battle. They know it will go down in flames if it's not re-imaged, repackaged. So what we're getting now is a regifting, the regifting of Hillary Care.